So I found the function I was looking for. It is the file get content. Remember, for us to put the content, we used file put content right in our registration page. Where is it? Here. So I was looking for this file get content, which will only accept this, the file name or the file location, and then print the content out as a read the file into a string. So that's what I want for my login page. So that's what we're going to be using here. So we've already found that this user already exists, the email exists, so we need to use this to get the user object. I'm going to call this user object, which is the object I'm getting from this user right here. So it's inside DB, inside users, and the name of the file is, I can use current user or I can use this. So either one is fine. But I expect to get back the user object now, which is going to be a string. Let's print it out. I think echo should work. I mean, it's a string. So let's return that and see what happens. Refresh, and I get my user object back. So this way I can also decide to get, let's see if I can do this just yet. No, I cannot. I can't do that. I think it's because it's a string. And I'm going to try this also. There's nothing wrong in trying different things, just to understand it better. Yes, I can't do that. However, I can do this. I can convert this to, I can convert, I'll say user string, and then my user object is going to be converting it to a JSON object. It's JSON, should I call it encode or decode? I'm going to do a decode and see what happens. User string, and then print out that user object. Okay, so refresh, and I get this. It's now an object, which I mean, don't worry about that yet. It just means I can now do this. Okay, I can't do this. I should be able to do this, hopefully. Yeah, I can do this now. I can get each of the items, the objects, this way. So now I can use this for, I can use this for my validation for password. This is my password here. So what I can do is to get password from DB to be equal to my user object and then password. So I need to compare this password with the password I'm getting from the user. However, I also need to encrypt the password the user is sending me. So password from user equals password hash user, that's password, not user, which is what I'm getting from the user right here. The password, and I'm adding my default password parameter. Okay, so the next step is to check if my password from database is the same thing as password from user. If it is, then the user can be redirected to proper dashboard. Redirect to dashboard. If it is not, I would say I would move this here and just do echo now inside dashboard. So what am I doing? I'm going through each item in the database. I'm checking the current user against the user I'm trying to register with. I'm reading the content. If I find that user, I'll come in here and do all this. If I don't, I'll come here and return this error message. Once I find the user, I come in here, collect the user object from the user database file, and convert that object to a JSON object so that I can easily access each of the items in it this way. And then get the user password from the database, which is this one right here. Then get the user password from the form on the login page and compare the two. If they are the same, that means this is the correct login details. Otherwise, it comes out here and do this. So let's see what happens if I run this. I'm getting invalid username and password. I don't know what my password is. So let's try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's still wrong. So it's possible I have something wrong with my code, or I'm actually entering the wrong password. So let's register a new user. We can remember the password using the correct, using a unique email. My password is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to say laboratory and register. So now let's log in. That user is already there. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Login saying invalid username and password. So it's still coming out here. That means there is something wrong with my check here. Right. Next step is to echo this out. Let's just debug, basic debugging. Echo this out and kill the code. Come here, refresh. Okay, refresh will not work. Login. This is wrong. Okay, that's the problem. Let's come back here and see what we missed. Password default, not default password. Okay. So come back, refresh, and our password is being echoed out. That means this is now fine. So refresh this again, and login should now. Okay, login did not work. Okay, echo out the other password, which is password from user, and kill the code to see what happens. Login. This is the password from user. You know what? I'm going to echo out the two so we can compare at the same time. I'll add a BL tag here and just echo out the password from DB2 down here. So refresh it. And obviously they are not the same, they are different. I probably entered the wrong password, so let's try it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, my email is even wrong. My email should be this new email I have here. Where is my email? My email should be this. So I can test with the new password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can see that both passwords, they are still different. I'm not sure why yet. It's possible I used, so it's possible the password hashing encryption will not work for us. This is what we have earlier. I think it should work. So password from user is password. I don't know what password. I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is from user. You know what? I'm going to write it out here and say email. Email is mike@hng.dev and password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's try to register again. I'm feeling like something is wrong with my registration. So this is Mike, and the email address is mike@hng.dev. Of course, this should be lowercase. Okay, I have Mike here already. My password is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mike is male. Mike is a medical team member. So let's try Mike now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there is something wrong with our encryption. It's encrypting it I think at each point where you use password hash. Okay, let's see now. We need to read our manual to understand what the problem is. I think I might need to use verify password to be able to get it to work. So password hash, create a new password hash using a strong one algorithm. Okay. So I've used this, you can use this. So let me see what password verify does. Okay, I think we need to use verify. Let's try this out. So instead of using that, I'm going to use password verify and refresh this. And it's not outputting the correct thing. It's saying false. Hold on, this is wrong. My password, my hash. Let's see the example of usage. So I need to enter my hash here, which is password from database, and try it out again. And that's true now. Okay, now we just fix that. I'll take out all this. So password verified takes the password that the user sends to me, which is the password for, now I don't need the password from, okay, obviously I still need the password from DB. I need password from DB. So I'm checking if this is true, then send user to the dashboard. Let's see if it works well. And inside dashboard, but I need to go back and try with a wrong password. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And it doesn't work. But let's try with the correct password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it works. So that's what we were missing. Took a few minutes, but there's nothing wrong with running into trouble like this and finding out why. I've not written procedural in a while, so it's very understandable that I can't remember all these things. So basically, this is what we have done. We've checked our password, we've logged into our database, and now we need to do a few other things like check the access level of this user that will determine the type of access they have and the things they can see and do. And we also need to make their login status available on all pages so they don't get resent back to the register. We are going to be doing that in our next video.